Hello, Diego. Welcome to the live. Let me turn my phone on Do Not Disturb because I'm not trying to have notifications going on live. How are we? How are we doing this night? Hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you. It's been fine. Just a normal, what is it, Wednesday? Pretty chill day. I didn't have work today, which was nice. So I got to sleep in. And then I got some stuff done. I did laundry yesterday, but didn't put it away. It was still in the laundry room. Like I folded all of it up and like put it in a basket, but just never brought it up to my room. So I brought it up to my room and was putting it all away. But then I also went through a lot of my clothes and got rid of a bunch of stuff that I just never wear anymore. It's taking up space. I have way too many clothes for the space that I have, so I needed to get rid of stuff. I probably could still get rid of more stuff, but I just got rid of enough for now to at least put the clothes away that I cleaned because I did a lot of laundry, more than usual. So I needed some space to put it away. So I did that, and then for volleyball today, we only had weights, so that was from like 3 to 3:45. Then I came home, had dinner with my family, and yeah, we wanted to go live again recently. I just, got to find the time to, and I feel up to it, and have a good chunk of time, to be able to. Nice hair, love the hair. Thank you. I love the hair too. Honestly, love it so much. Did it last week. If you guys watch my dad, I'm sure you've seen it in the vlog already, but first time you guys are seeing it on my channel. And I just washed it for the first time too since getting it done 2 nights ago. So it's like washed, and this is just like my natural hair. I just blow dried it. So yeah. Do I vape or drink? Well, I am 21, so I do partake in the stuff. Yeah, I drink and I smoke weed. With my, I mean, I have a lot of friends that don't really smoke weed, but obviously you guys know my dad does, and I've got some friends that do. So occasionally, and then same thing with drinking. Just occasionally when go out with friends or having sleepover with a friend, stuff like that. It's fun dyeing your hair. It is. This is my first time like actually dyeing my hair for real. I've dyed it in the past just like at home, like with box dye. Like my friend has done it. Like I dyed my hair pink 2 summers ago, but it didn't look anything like this because I did not bleach it at all. I just put the box dye over my natural brown hair. So it was pink. You could still tell it was pink, but it was a very neutral, like showed up more in the sun. Whereas this is like bleach. So like obviously, especially the money pieces are very bright. And then it's just like highlights all throughout my hair. So it's actually bright and visible, which I like. So that's kind of cool. Hello, Steve, Samantha. I am single. Yes, indeed. Hello, Miss Kin. How long did it take to dye your hair? I have the chat pulled up here on my laptop. If you guys see me like looking down like this, it's just easier to see than like trying to read it on the phone. But I wanted to do a mobile live because I haven't done that in a while, and I know it just brings different groups of people in and different viewing way style. The last couple lives I've done were horizontal ones, so yeah. Oh, how long did it take to dye my hair? It took a good amount of time because, like I said, I had virgin hair, never been bleached before, so she had to do that process first. So we um let's see, I'm trying to think of the order what she did things in. She bleached my hair, which it really didn't have to sit for very long. So my hair's like a light brown, like a lightish brown. So she bleached it, and then pretty much by the time she got done doing my whole head, the bottom layers that she started with were like done processing or whatever you call it, done with the bleach. So she started washing them out, and then cut my hair. Wait, bleached, washed, cut, blow dried, and then dyed it pink on the top of the bleach, and then had to go wash it again. And then she blow dried it and styled it. So the appointment was at 10 a.m. and I probably didn't leave her house because it's at my cousin. My cousin does my mom and my hair and everything. She's been doing hair for years. It's my mom's cousin, so it's technically my second cousin, I guess. But she does hair out of her house, which is really nice. But yeah, so I didn't leave her house until um like 1:30 ish. So 10, 11, 12, 1. Probably like 3.5 hours it took maybe. So yeah. I'm doing pretty good today, Samantha. How are you? Thought you were dating Jacob. I used to. We're still friendly. We're still friends, but no, we broke up in July of last year. So almost a year ago. We broke up. So that was, yeah, last July. Like I said, we're still friends. Obviously, you guys saw him if you guys watched my video when I went to Chicago to see his Navy boot camp graduation. But yeah, he lives in Chicago now. He's in the Navy. Um, and yeah, so we're still friendly. Like I still text him every now and then. We still call every now and then, catch up with each other. But yeah. Oh my gosh, I hate when the chat like I can't scroll. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Um, hello, Jacob. What was for dinner tonight? My mom made, I don't know, she called them enchilada style burrito bowls. It was basically like rice, black beans, taco seasoned chicken, like ground chicken, and then like all the toppings, enchilada sauce, cheese, just kind of like a burrito bowl kind of thing. Um, where's Bryce? I think he said he was going to his friend's house. We just got done eating dinner, but he said he was going to his friend's house. Probably. That's where he always goes. His one friend. It's like all of his friends. They all just meet up at that one friend's house. It's like their thing to do, I guess. Are you excited for Bucky's to come to Arizona? Sure. I'm excited to check it out. I know it's a big deal. Everyone's like super excited about it. I'm sure I'll probably avoid it for a little bit just because it's probably gonna be so busy. But yeah, I mean, it sounds cool. I don't really know what the hype is about the place. Like, I don't know why it's such a big deal. I don't know if it's just like because how big of a store it is, or if they like offer really cool things. Um, but I mean, yeah, it's obviously a big deal for a reason. So I am excited to check it out once it opens. Did your coaching friend see your dyed hair? Yes, she did. Because I pretty much spend every day with her, Monday through Friday. I see her for volleyball. So as soon as I did miss. Like I said, on Wednesdays we only have weights, which is from 3 to 3:45. Very short, easy day. The other days we have open gym after as well. And so Wednesday was the day that I got my hair done, which I purposely chose that so that way if I did have to miss, it was just weights that I was missing. So yeah, on the day that I got my hair done, I didn't go. I didn't get to see her. So the next day she saw me and saw my hair and thought it was cool too. So 3 hours isn't terrible. Yeah, I guess not. It seemed long to me because I've never dyed my hair before. So for me, it's always like a quick trim, um, trim and wash and style. So, anywho, um, yeah, normally maybe takes about an hour max. So 3 hours did feel kind of long for me. It felt like a long time to sit in a chair. But it was fun because obviously I chatted up with her, and then my friend came with me just to hang out, and because she used to get her hair done by her as well. So Um, we all just kind of chatted it up and hung out for a little bit, so it was nice. Hello, Zach. Would you let Bryce get a buzz cut? I don't let him do anything. He's his own person. He can do whatever he wants. I'm personally, no offense to anyone that has a buzz cut, not a fan of buzz cuts. But mostly, I'm not a fan of buzz cuts on people who've never had one before or normally have long hair. Like someone like my Uncle Austin, for as long as I can almost remember, like at least for a long, long time, he's always had a buzz cut. So to me, he looks normal with a buzz cut. That's my Uncle Austin. Like he always has a buzz cut. My Uncle Travis is, for as long as I can remember, bald. He's just a bald, yeah, bald. Yeah, he's completely bald. I'm trying to remember if he has like a little bit of hair, or if he's just completely bald. I'm pretty sure he's completely bald. But as long as I can remember, like someone like that, where I'm like, I've only ever known them with like a buzz cut or very short hair. But someone like my dad or my brother, for as long as I can remember, is mostly done longer, spiky hair. Like if they were to go to a buzz cut, I'm not a fan of it. And I'm like that, like I said, with anybody that I'm used to seeing like long hair on. As soon as you go to a buzz cut, I'm like, no. And I'm also just personally a fan of longer hair. Like more times than not, I'm attracted to a guy that has longer, like especially I like curly hair too, over like buzz cut, no hair. But again, that's just me, personal preference. But anyway, so I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't tell Bryce, like, he could do whatever he wants with his hair. It's not like I asked for permission to dye my hair pink from anybody. I wanted to dye my hair pink, so I did it, you know? Um, but yeah, it wouldn't be a matter of would you let Bryce. I'd probably be like, bro, but he's done it before. Like, he's buzz cut his hair before, and that's how he restarted it and has the style he likes now. But he just recently told me that he actually really likes his hair longer. He got kind of used to it being long and Flagstaff because he would go so long without haircuts. So yeah. How far is Bucky's from you? I think maybe a 15-minute drive, if that. So not that far at all. Any holidays planned? If holidays you mean like vacations, not really. I was actually just talking about it with my family downstairs. I'm like, I want to go on a vacation because I'm like, it's summertime, which it feels like summer. It's nice. I'm not in school, so it's really nice to have a break from school. But I'm still such a busy person. Like, I still work and have volleyball. I have a Monday through Friday. Well, Monday through Friday is volleyball, but then like work even on the weekends and stuff. It's like I'm still a busy person. I still have responsibilities and places to be and things to wake up for. It would be nice to have a vacation. I do want to go somewhere at least once this summer. As of right now, the only vacation or trip that I have planned is NAU camp for volleyball. We're taking me and the head coach I work my friend that I coach with. We're taking the girls up to NAU camp. We can only take like 10 to 12 girls, and that I'm really excited for that. It's gonna be fun. I went as a student athlete back when I played, and it's a really fun trip. So I'm excited to go from a coach's perspective and like take the girls up and stay a couple nights at NAU in the NAU dorms. And it's still volleyball. It's still, I'm a coach. I'm the adult for these girls. Like, it's not like a vacation, but it's still a fun road trip, for a couple days away from work. Like, it'll be nice. So I'm excited for that. Why do I look like a thumb? I don't know. Fuck. Why are people so weird? Like, why would you say something like that? I don't know. What the fuck do you look like? I don't see a profile picture on your account. That's funny. I don't know if I've gotten that before. That I look like a thumb. Interesting. I know I've got a big forehead. I know that's a thing. I've been told that many times. I know that. But thumb, that's an interesting one. Tell your dad to dye his hair blue again. I don't know if he would do that again. He really did that for a charity thing for his I think it was one of the St. Jude um streams that he did, and it was one of the incentives. I don't remember which one, but it was one of his charity streams, and that's why he did that. I don't know if he would just do it for fun, but your nail paint's kind of cool. Thanks. Let me show them off to you guys. I don't have the best lighting in my room. It's like in between where it's like still light out, but it's getting darker in my room. But yeah, I've been getting my nails done forever, like for years and years, especially once I graduated and stopped playing volleyball like full time. But even then, my senior year of high school, I still got nails. I just got them kind of short. But for the longest time, I got like tips, like long nails. But I kind of just recently got kind of over it, just like playing volleyball again and going to the gym and stuff. So I like my natural nails like shorter. But this is acrylic on my natural nails. So I still get them done by my nail girl. Um, but yeah. How old is Bryce? He just turned 19. Almost at 18, but he just turned 19, which is crazy to me because I feel like I was just 19 not too long ago. You know, my little brother, not so little anymore, I suppose. Bucky's is in Tolleson, maybe. Yeah, it's actually more like Goodyear. Tolleson's a little bit farther east. Tolleson's like east of Avondale, whereas Goodyear is west of Avondale. So yeah, it's actually pretty close to us, honestly. Like I said, it's maybe like a 15-minute drive. Tolleson though from us is like 25-minute drive. So close. You'd go on a trip with me? Boy, I don't even know you. But I like the adventure. Hello, Matthew and Jada. Would you date someone with special needs? I mean, sure. I would date anyone that, I mean, to me, it's like if you get along with someone, find them attractive, you like hanging out with them, that's why you date them, right? So, um, yeah. Not dating anyone at the moment, though. Kind of enjoying the single life. Always get confused on the place in Arizona. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I lived here my whole life, so like I'm pretty good at like gauging That's one thing I will say. I feel like, people have different, like, skills or different things that they're kinda good at. Like, for me, I'm pretty good with maps and pretty good with directions. Like, I could tell you, "Oh, that's south of the I-10 and then east of this street," and, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I can picture it in my head, but for me, the way I do it is, like, I picture, like, literally, like, Apple Maps. Like, when I look at Apple Maps, like, I know where everything is on the map, so I know my northeast, southwest, like, but I know some people aren't good at that, and that's just, like, I don't know. Like, for me personally, I'm not good at mental math, which is really, like, it's not embarrassing, but it feels embarrassing to me, like, wanting to be a teacher, like, but if you were to ask me, like, we do it all the time, we, like, joke all the time at volleyball, like, how many girls we have that day, 'cause it's open gym, so people come and go, don't some people don't come every single day, it's not required, it's open gyms, it's preseason, like, we don't have the team or anything yet made, but, some days we'll have like 14 girls, some days we'll have 20, sometimes we'll have 22, and we have to like do the math of like how many groups, because we'll like normally split them off into groups to do like different drills and stuff. And like we need four groups of five, four like, whatever of how many girls we have. And it's always like, wait, what's the mental math on that? It's like I'm so not good at that at all. Like I'm not good at doing mental math. Like if you ask me like, I need one example, 35 plus 48, I'm gonna need a second to be like, and I'd probably still get it wrong. Like I generally am not good at just doing quick math. Bryce is really good at that. Another thing that I am good at and like can do pretty well is like for me, like again, I know for some people like my friend that I coach with, like she's not good at this and she's like, I don't know how you do that. I could just be like, I know that 8 is August, 4 is April, 11 is November. Like for the date, like I guess like I said, that's easy for me to know, but for some people, I guess it's not. It's just weird how like little things like that, good at certain things, not so good at others. You saving up to buy anything or have any big purchase coming up? Not specifically. I have mentioned a few times, but then I never actually like go through that. I really should because I do want to. I want to get a new car. That is, I think that would be my next big thing. My most recent big purchase was my TV, which I know my dad made a vlog. That was like in the new year, back in like January. Um, but um, sorry, I always lose my train of thought if I look at the chat. It like makes me confused. Yeah, I got my TV. That was my like last like big purchase. But yeah, the next thing would probably be a new car because I've had my car since my junior year of high school. And we bought it from like a friend of a friend, paid for it outright. So I've never had a car payment, which is nice, obviously. I have paid some big money for things to get fixed in my car. Like I had to get new brake pads. Obviously, every time I get a new oil change, tires rotated. I've had to replace my starter. My AC had to be something with my AC had to be fixed last summer. Like things like that where like I don't have a car payment, but I've definitely had to put some money into the car. And so yeah, I've had it since my junior year of high school. I'm about to be a senior in college. So it's been a good amount of time. Um, and I am ready for a new one just because, it being an older car, it has its issues, it has things. It doesn't have any tint on it. So of course in the summer heat, it's just terrible. I really would like to get a new car. So that'd probably be the next thing. But I really just have to do the research and look. I think I would want to get another Honda Civic because I do really like my car. It's what I have. I have a 2012 Honda Civic, and I do really like the way it drives. I like its features for what features it does have. Like I said, it's older. I like it has great gas mileage. It can run a long time. Like my car's like 166,000 miles. I bought it 120,000 miles. Like Honda Civics are known to run for a long time. So I like my car. I just kind of want to get a newer one that has all the nice features and has nice blowing AC and like all the things. So yeah. So, oh my gosh, it's so annoying when I try to scroll for the chat to catch up and it gets like stuck. I'm getting warm in my room, bro. Our AC doesn't run for a certain time of the night and I need it to kick back on. Does Bryce have a girlfriend? No, he does not. I don't think he wants one either. Like I said, we kind of enjoy the single life. Nice, just kind of do whatever you want. The pink looks nice on you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Favorite genre of music? Mine is rock and metal. I would say um pop. I mean, that's like the obvious choice for me. I mean, look at my stuff on the wall from what you can see, that my vinyl's right over here. I like Taylor Swift. I like Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter, Chapel Roan, Benson Boone, um, Adele, Lana Del Rey. But yeah, mostly pop. But I do like rock music. Like at work, we have this like because we obviously like have to play clean music and like they pay for whatever music service they use to play in the store or whatever, however that works. But the music we can choose from music stations, and so we don't really know what music's gonna play. You just pick a genre. So there's like a country one, there's pop, there's 2000s hits, like all the different stations. And like one of my favorite ones to play at work is the 2000s rock one. Mostly I think because my dad, we grew up listening to rock like when we drive with him to school and when he drives us around and stuff. So I do like rock. Reggae, like I do like that style of music again because of my dad. Like we listen to it a lot with my dad. So, but yeah, for me, pop, that's gonna be my number one for sure. You look like an apple. Are you the same person that said I look like a thumb? I think an apple's better, but if you are the person that said I look like a thumb, then it's probably supposed to be meant as a as offensive. Yes, Samantha likes to be called Samantha, not Sam. Hello, Kaden. Hello. Oh my gosh. The Caden. I don't know if you've been in my chat before, and if you have, I'm sorry. I just know like you're always my dad's, and you paid for us to go to brunch the other day, so that was super cool. I do appreciate that. Um, but yeah, how are you doing? Hello, Jacob. Remember the video of you getting it 5 years ago? Yeah, it's been a while. Are you graduating from college? Of course, yes, I am. Not anytime soon. I still have another year. I'm about to be a senior in college, but yeah, I will be graduating in May of 2027, which is exciting. Hit the thumbs up. Did you like going out on Saturday with your dad? I did. Thank you so much, Kaden. I do appreciate that. It was so cool. It was nice to go out with my dad because I always like having like one-on-one time with my dad. Just like I like having one-on-one time with my mom. It's nice. But yeah, me and my dad haven't done something like that in a while, so it was really nice to have the excuse to go, and it was really good too. The cocktails we got and my pancakes were really good. So thank you so much. You are gorgeous. Oh, thank you, thank you. Very nice. Someone earlier said I look like a thumb, so that was nice. But I do appreciate that. Thank you. What are you doing for Father's Day? I don't know. When even is Father's Day? Is that this weekend? Shoot. Oh, I was gonna use my phone. This is also why I don't like doing mobile streams very often because I can't use my phone during it, and I use my phone all the time to like look things up whenever I think of stuff. Anywho, Father's Day is this weekend, is it not? The 14th, maybe? Because I know my mom's birthday is on Monday, the 15th, and it's normally right around the same time. So yeah, I need to get a Father's Day gift. I need to get my mom's birthday gift. I always forget that they're like right around the same time. You're so pretty. Thank you. Do you have 4 eyes or 2 eyes? Good one. I have two and glasses. So if you want to consider that 4 eyes, so funny. So funny. You look like Cat's daughter. I don't know who Cat is, but don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but cool. When is your next video coming out? Don't know. I don't have anyone. I did okay, yeah, I don't have any video planned as of right now. I haven't recorded anything like specifically. Um, but I did record one night recently. I went to an adult open gym where I played volleyball with my friend that I coach with. Um, and I brought my camera and recorded us playing. But it was like literally the worst night. The one night, because we've gone to three. That was our third open gym that we've gone to, the same place, like to go play on Friday nights. And it was like the worst one we've ever gone to, where we were just like put on a team that wasn't that great. We were there late. It was on us. We went there kind of late that day, and like so we got placed on a random team, and like we only played like 2 games. It's just like the worst possible one to choose to record. So I don't really think that I still need to go through the footage, and maybe there's a few clips, but I just know that it was like not a great night with a lot of good footage. So maybe the next time that I go to an open gym, I'll also record that and combine the clips. But that was kind of my idea for the next video I was going to post. But like I said, I haven't really gotten around to looking at the clips and seeing if there is anything worth posting. But I wanted to record me playing volleyball and make a little montage of clips of us playing. Um, so if anything that, but I don't have anything planned at the moment, to be quite honest with you. That's why I like the lives, because like at least I can do that, take an hour or two of my time and chat with you guys and still have something up for you. But yeah, nothing's planned. Do you like Drake? Not really. No hate. I just don't listen to his music. Not my style of music. That's like honestly like my brother, I guess I don't think he loves Drake anymore, but that was one of his artists that he listened to a lot. And that's like rap, like Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator. Like it's just not really my style of music. But I obviously know some of their songs and stuff again from my brother. My friend that I coach with loves Drake, like listens to Drake a lot. So, but no, I don't personally like him just because I don't listen to him or know anything about him. So I know there's like he got canceled or like there is hate on him, but again, I don't keep up with him, so I don't know. Bike night today. What does that mean? Kind of on the late show, but which subject you plan on teaching? Um, Most likely kindergarten through third grade. I've done internships in kindergarten, second, third, multiple times, fifth, and then I've done a K through second resource room for like special needs kids for special ed. Um, and I've pretty much liked all of them. There hasn't been a single classroom that I've been in where I'm like, absolutely not. Um, but I did really, really like kindergarten. I liked kindergarten more than fifth grade. So like to weigh out like young like kindergarten or like older like fifth grade, I'd choose kindergarten. So that's why I say probably kindergarten through third grade. But I don't have like a dream grade where I'm like, I only want to teach this. Like I know for sure where I'm just like, wherever the wind takes me, I guess. Like I still have a year before I graduate. So I have an internship this semester that'll be 60 hours. And then after that, I'll be full time student teaching. So I feel like wherever I end up student teaching and what grade I end up student teaching will really tell a lot for me because that's when I'll be full time Monday through Friday. So, yeah, I'm amazing. Just got a new Honda Civic 2025. That's awesome, Kaden. That's literally what I was just talking about. Like, that's what kind of probably what I'm going to do. I don't know if I would get a brand new one or just a fairly new used one. Um, but hmm, sorry, I always do this. I start reading chat ahead as I'm talking, and then are you leaving, Samantha? Good night, if you are. I just saw it pop up on my phone. Like I said, I know I'm behind on chat, but thanks for stopping by as always. Good to chat with you. But yeah, Honda Civic, that's what I was talking about. Sorry. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do because I have a 2012 Honda Civic right now. I do really love it. I just want something newer, nicer with all the nice features. So yeah, I would probably do something similar. June 21st. Is it really June 21st? I guess I can literally look it up on my. I would have thought it was June like 14th or something because it's always around. Oh, it is June 21st. So it's later than my mom's birthday this year. So my mom's birthday is June 15th. And like her birthday has landed on Father's Day before. Like they've shared Father's Day and her birthday multiple times. Just like my brother's birthday sometime has landed on Mother's Day. Um, so yeah, I'm surprised by that. I genuinely thought it would be this weekend because my mom's birthday's on Monday. But all right, well, it gives me more time on the Father's Day gift, I guess. But I do have to get my mom's birthday gift very soon here since it's this upcoming week. Oh, I can feel my nose is so stuffy, my allergies. Tell Tiffany happy birthday. Will do, will do. Look like Peter Griffin. All right. Okay. Would you date in '06? Probably not. But never say never. But that's just to me, I never if I am like looking to date someone like on the dating apps and stuff like that, don't ever look for someone younger than me. It's normally my age or older. Just because that's just me. No hate to anybody that has age gap relationships and stuff. Like, but I don't know. To me, it's like someone born in '06. Like my brother's born in '07, but someone born in '06 could be in the same grade as him. Or '06. I think that's when my cousin Mason. I think that's his birth year. Yeah, it has to be '06. And so to me, it's just like that's my younger brother, my younger cousin that like they're friends. Like I just couldn't, I don't know, I wouldn't look for someone at that age. But yeah. How long have you been live? It says 28 minutes. Do you like Toronto music? I don't know. I don't Is that a like an artist or do you mean like music from Toronto? Either way, I don't know. I don't think I've heard it. Please hold your breath. I don't know why you would ask me to do that. So I'm not going to. I like your pink hair. Thank you. Appreciate it. Me too. What made you want to do elementary, not secondary? I don't I guess honestly I do just I like younger kids, like that demographic. I've babysat for a long time. I like spending time with like younger kids. I like that developmental age where you're like teaching them things for the first time. Um I don't know. I get along. I work well with younger kids. Like I know like there's just that's another thing where like some people hate kids and want nothing to do with them, would never want to have kids, would never want to work with kids. I've always loved kids. I've always known I want to be a mom one day. I don't mind spending time with other people's kids. Like I said, I babysit. Like that's just always been me. And then also one of the big ones is that I don't like I'm doing it for the kids. Like the reason why I want to teach is not because I really want to teach math or I really want to teach reading. Like I don't love a specific subject enough to want to teach secondary because most likely when you're teaching secondary, like either middle school or high school, you're teaching one class. So I'd be teaching math all day, 6 times a day. That does not sound appealing to me. Like it's not even like against like high school level kids. Cause like I coach high school girls and I actually really love it. Like I love the relationships I have with them. Like they're funny. We can joke about things. Obviously I'm pretty close to their age. Like I'm 21. I just graduated 3 years ago. So I'm pretty close to their age, but to me it's just like I wouldn't want to teach high school or middle school where I would have to teach the same subject 6 times, 4 times, however many periods there are on a day at whatever school I would teach at, over and over and over again to a different group of kids. I would rather have one group of kids every single day all year long and teach different things throughout the day. Because again, I don't love. It's not like I absolutely love math and can't wait to be a math teacher. Or I love history. I just want to teach history. Like I don't love a specific subject enough like that to want to teach something like that multiple times. That's a big one, honestly, for me. Why I wouldn't want to do secondary. Um, but yeah, and also to me, like the thought of like again, that is the main one. I wouldn't want to be secondary because I don't want to teach a subject. But another reason is just like again, being fresh out of high school, going to college, like doing internships. Imagine being fresh out of high school, 18, 19 in college and going to doing an internship in a high school classroom where you're literally only a couple years older than them. I would just like see that as so like, would they even see me as a professional? Would they even see me as their like higher up, as their teacher? Whereas at least when I'm with the little kids, of course they see me as their teacher. Like I'm an adult to them, like I'm taller than them, like. So I don't know. It felt like I had no interest in doing secondary, honestly. What was for dinner? It was like burrito bowls. It was like rice, black beans, ground chicken, um, enchilada sauce, stuff like that. It was like a burrito bowl. How are you and how is I'm assuming you meant family doing? We're good. Things are good. I was just saying earlier, like it's nice to be on summer breaks. I'm like don't have schoolwork to worry about doing, but still busy, like work, volleyball, still have responsibilities, places to be, things to wake up for. So yeah, just busy, keeping by, nothing crazy. I have a 2016 Ford Escape. It's an amazing car. Well, that's good. Glad that you like it. Planning on going any trips this summer? No, that's literally what I was just saying too. Like, no, we were talking about this earlier. No trips as of right now. I want to, I'd love to, but it just takes planning and time and gotta take time off of work. Obviously costs a lot of money to go on a trip. The only trip I have planned right now, like where I'll be going somewhere, is a NAU camp for volleyball. So it's not a vacation, but it is a fun little road trip with my friend that I coach with and the girls that I coach and getting to, I mean, we'll be staying in the NAU dorms for like a couple, I don't know if I think it's 2 nights. And it's volleyball and I'll be coaching, but yeah, that's the only trip as of right now. Biggest goal in terms of career or like something you want to accomplish in life. As of right now, um, obviously right now I'm getting my bachelor's degree. So that's like the main goal right now. But for me, like education is a really like important thing to me. That's obviously like I knew I wanted to go to college right away, right after high school and get a college degree. I most likely will be getting my master's degree. I don't know if I'd go right after bachelor's. I think I would need a little bit of a break from school and kind of get my teaching career started. But then I could see myself going back and getting my master's like online while I'm teaching. So I definitely want a master's degree. And who knows, maybe someday I'll want to go get a doctorate as well, just because I kind of, like I said, I like the academic validation. I like being accomplished and, you know, I like being educated. What can I say? Um, but yeah, so getting a master's degree eventually. And then as for like career, like a goal as being a teacher, um, a goal for being a teacher is I just really do want to make a difference. Like for me, like I was talking about earlier, like being a teacher to me is about the kids and about the passion and the love for education and like being there for the kids. Like I said, it's not all about the academics for me. It really is about being like a a role model being like someone that cares for kids maybe when they don't have the best home life, don't have a lot of other things going on in their life, where like school could be a place that they come to and actually enjoy it and be excited to go there. Um, so yeah, I want to be that type of teacher that like makes an impact on kids' lives. That's my main thing. I'm good, Weston. How are you? I have a trip planned for Saturday. I'm driving from northern Canada to California coast and then across to Vegas. Wow, that sounds awesome. That sounds like a great, fun little road trip. I think you said road. Yeah, you said driving. Really like your fit and you're beautiful, amazing, cute, and stunning, and amazing, cool, and sweet girl. Wow, thank you. Appreciate that. What did I do today, by the way? Nothing too crazy. I got to sleep in because I didn't have work today, so I slept in. And then I did a lot of laundry yesterday, but never got around to taking it up to my room and putting it away. So that's what I did today. I took all my laundry from the laundry room, brought it upstairs, put all my clothes away. But I definitely needed to make room for my clothes because I did a lot of laundry and I have just so many clothes, not enough room. So I was like going through it, just getting rid of anything that I haven't um, worn in a while or don't ever see myself wearing again. So I got a whole big trash bag full of clothes and donated to Goodwill. So did that. And then um, for my volleyball stuff, we just had weights today from like 3 to 3:45, so that was quick and easy. And then came home and just been chilling. So nothing too crazy, but I feel good that I got all my laundry done and got rid of some clothes. Felt that was kind of um, productive. That's the word I was looking for. What is your favorite top 10 TV show and movies? Okay, first off, can't combine TV show and movies. Two different lists right there. So I've never actually made a top 10 list, so I don't know if this is accurate. I'd probably have to think a little bit more of it, but I will give a list of my favorites. For TV shows, Glee, Heated Rivalry, Off Campus, Supernatural. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd really have to think about a top 10, like, actual, like, my favorites. But, like, I could just list a bunch of shows that I've watched and rewatched and, like, really, really love. Once Upon a Time, Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Lab Rats, Grimm's a really good one. That's 10 right there. But, like I said, that I know there's more, and I don't know if this would actually be my top 10. But I'm just giving off, like, my shows that I've watched that I've really liked. Um, forget. I'm forgetting what else I could list. But obviously, those are like the ones that I thought of right away. So probably most of the main ones. Summer Turned Pretty, also a show that I liked. And then for movies, Marvel movies, just in general, like Marvel movies are just like one big group, just that whole series, that whole universe. But specifically, I like Iron Man and Spider Man, the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Avengers movies. Just Marvel in general is great though. Harry Potter movies, same thing, just one lump group. Love the Harry Potter movies, but specifically Goblet of Fire and The Sorcerer's Stone. The Divergent movies, specifically the first one. Hunger Game movies, love those, specifically Catching Fire. Pitch Perfect, love those movies. Jurassic World, Jurassic Park. Um, Star Wars movies. I haven't watched those in a long time, so I really probably couldn't put them in my top 5 or top 10. But um, still, they are great movies. I know I'm missing some, but again, those are the things I'm thinking off the top of my head. Like I said, to actually come up with a top 10 list, I would actually have to put some thought into it and really rate them. You went to Kentucky on Saturday. That's exciting. Did you go to Kentucky for any specific reason? You got family out there? Just because? Something specific? Any trip though is fun, in my opinion, for whatever reason. It's nice to get away from your regular life. How often do you babysit? Not as often anymore. It used to be more of like a regular. I used to call it like my second job because it was a part of my regular weekly routine. I had a family that I would babysit for at least once a week. Sometimes it used to be 2 to 3 times a week. It was borderline like I was like their nanny, but I didn't consider it a nanny job because it wasn't anything full time. It was just babysitting, but like I would do a lot of nanny like things. Like I picked them up from school, took them to like baseball practice, soccer practice, like cooked dinners for them, did bedtime with them, took them to Girl Scouts. Like I did a lot of stuff like that where I drove them places, took them places, like did things for them. And that was more of like like I said, not full time, but like it was a routine thing where I did at least once or twice a week. But they just moved away recently, so I don't babysit for them anymore. I don't see them anymore. Unfortunately, I do miss them a lot. Still have a bunch of their pictures and like their cards and crafts and stuff they've made me up in my room. So still think about them all the time, but I don't see them anymore. But other than that, I have a couple other families. I'm actually babysitting this weekend for a family. I just babysit for them sporadically when they're having date nights or a work related thing. That's about it now. So it's very rare. It's like once a month, once every few months, like just sporadic now. So I don't consider it a full time thing anymore. Um, and I really don't like offer myself anymore for babies. Like I've kind of moved on from it. I don't mind it at all. Like same thing with dog sitting. I'm actually dog sitting for someone this summer as well. I think to me it's great for to me it's easy money. I don't mind hanging out with someone else's kids. I don't mind staying at someone else's house to watch their dog. To me that's easy money. That's really not hard of a job, not too much of a job, you know? But it's not something I want to do like babysitting. It's not something I want to do like full time anymore. I think I'm too busy with other like now that I've coaching, like coaching kind of took over after I lost baby. I literally like lost babysitting like with that one family and took on coaching at the same time. So now coaching takes up a lot of my schedule. Monday through Friday afternoons, my availability goes to coaching. So like I wouldn't be able to also do babysitting as much as I used to. But like I said, like I still have the families that I babysat for years, like the one I'm babysitting for this year, this weekend. I've been babysitting for them for a while now. And they just reach out to me when they need someone like, hey, like, are you free this Saturday at this time? We're going on a date night or we've got somewhere to be for work or whatever. And it's like, yeah, sure. And I still don't mind doing it at all. I've never watched Desperate Housewives. Hello, Sam. Went to work today. What do you do for work? Hello, Lily. If you do an act of kindness, what act of kindness would you do? That's a nice question. I feel like the littlest form of an act of kindness that I think could go a long way, especially for a lot of people, is just like a compliment. Like genuinely, like when you're having a conversation with somebody or like someone random, like even at work, like a customer that I'm just literally like charging them out for their drink at work, like I like their hair, I like their glasses, or I like their nails. Like just to say that out loud, which I will admit I'm not always great at that because like to me I personally it's super weird because I don't think I'm an introvert. I like to call myself an introverted extrovert because I'm not afraid to talk to people. I can talk to anybody. I don't get nervous in crowds. I don't get nervous talking to people that I don't know. Like I can make conversation with anybody, but I also don't like to go out of my way to make conversation with people. Like whenever I'd go to school for the first time, like in college or even in high school, like I wouldn't go out of my way to sit next to someone. I'll pick the seat that has nobody sitting there so I can just sit there by myself. And if someone else comes to sit by me, that's fine. Or at work, I don't like making small talk with customers. Like I just don't. I don't know why. I just don't. Um, bro, I need to. This chat keeps going too far. Um, but anyway, so I will say I'm not great at that all the time because I don't like to go out of my way to make conversation with people. But again, it's sometimes just a nice thing to do. Cause I mean, I do appreciate it. Sometimes I don't take compliments well, but I do appreciate when someone like compliments you. Like, oh wow, thank you so much. So yeah, just like a simple, very easy act of kindness to maybe put a smile on someone's face or make them feel, like feel good that day. Like make their day maybe even like just to say like, hey, I really like your hair. Hey, your hair looks really good. I love your glasses. They're so cute. Like, wow, your nails look great. Where do you get them done? Like, just little compliments like that, I think is a really nice thing to do for people in general. Especially, it's an easy one for people you don't know. Like, you could just make an easy compliment like that, you know? I like this question. Lou and Rock. I did not answer this already, actually. No one's asked this. Your reasoning for going online, especially with Bryce starting too, I think it would be fun to both be on campus, but just your thoughts, pros and cons, regrets. Um, so yeah, actually I have a lot of reasons for this. Me and Bryce don't go to the same school. I don't know if you meant it like that, like being on campus at the same time together. Me and Bryce don't go to the same college. He goes to NAU, which is Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff, and I go to ASU. But yeah, we're both on campus at our universities at the same time. The difference for me is like Bryce went up to college right after high school. He's home right now for the summer, obviously, but he lives in Flagstaff, lived in the dorm, lives on campus, did the full like college experience. I chose not to do that when I graduated high school. I went to community college and I stayed home. I still live here at home with my parents. This is my high school bedroom. Like I chose to stay home. So for 2 years, I already lived that life of staying home and just driving to the community college like 2 days a week and doing half online, half in person classes and still working and like, you know? And so then when I went to ASU, I started my first semester in person. And yes, I did really like being on campus. I enjoyed being at Temp, like in on especially the main campus, Tempe ASU. Like it was great. And like being in person classes. The thing was though, is like I live in Buckeye, which is like so far west, like on your way to California west, and Tempe is so far east. I would drive an hour and a half 3 days a week, two for classes, once for my internship, where I actually started staying with my grandparents, which even then it was still a 45 plus minute drive. It was just slightly shorter than my house because like the traffic was different. But the drive really, really sucked. Like I hated the drive with a passion. The traffic I'd get stuck in, the driving, like the drivers on the road. That was a lot of time to spend alone in the car. I would listen to podcasts, I'd listen to music, obviously, but I just spent so much time alone in the car. It made me feel really lonely in that way. And then I also really felt lonely on campus. Like I never really made close friends on campus. I only spent a semester there. Maybe if I would have had more time, but just I could recognize that a lot of the people there had been at ASU for the past 2 years and already had friends. I was a transfer. I was a community college student, which there were other people like that in my classes too. But I just never really clicked enough with people because I didn't live on campus. I didn't live near campus. I didn't live in Tempe or I live in Mesa. Like I live in Buckeye. Like so after class, I'm driving home an hour and a half to Buckeye. Like it just wasn't convenient for me to like hang out with people in between classes or come to school early to hang out or come stay after late. Like I have to drive home an hour and a half, like so it was just inconvenient. Didn't feel the like drive to stay. I did make a one friend. Let me clarify. I'm sorry. I'm talking about people in my classes. I made one really good friend. We're still friends. We still hang out, but she's a year younger than me, so we didn't have any classes together. We met at a football game. Both happened to be elementary majors, elementary education majors. Sorry, like cut off my words. We're great friends. So I did make a friend, and it was great. It was so great to have a friend like her because actually that's the only time I didn't feel lonely was in between classes for lunch. I would walk with her to her apartment. She lived in an apartment off campus, but walkable from campus. We'd have lunch together, and then I have to walk back for my class at a certain point. So I did spend my lunches with her, which is great. But before that, before I met her, and when I was on campus and in classes, it was very lonely. Um, so yeah, anyway, that was the main thing. I hated the drive, hated that, blah, blah, blah. And then whenever I got asked to coach beach volleyball this semester, I really, really, really wanted to do it because she had asked me previously to coach indoor with her, and I couldn't because I was going to ASU and I was gonna have to drive 2, 3 days a week to Tempe. And I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to go to Tempe for school and then drive out to the school she was coaching at before was in Surprise. And I was like, there's just no way I'm gonna ever be able to make games and practice. There's no way. So when she asked me to do beach volleyball at the school that's right down the street from my house, I was like, this is so much more doable. Like I know I can do this. I want to do this. I was already considering going online just because like, is it worth making the drive out to Tempe? Like, and so it was just the perfect timing of like, if I go online, I won't have to drive to Tempe anymore, which is nice, and I'll be able to do coaching. So that's basically why I did it. I'm sorry, I talked a lot right there. But yeah, there was a lot of like reasons. Like I said, it just worked out really great, and I don't regret it at all. I know you asked regrets, pros and cons. Like I don't regret it at all. I think it's great. The only thing that I get a little like bummed out on, but like I said, this has just been my whole college experience in general. Like not getting that college experience. I hear Bryce's stories, living in the dorm, having fun with his friends, doing late night on campus things, whatever. Like that's the only thing I missed out on. But like I said, I've already missed out on that for all of my college experience. Like it's just not my college experience, and I'm okay with that. So I really don't regret it at all. The online it took a little bit to get used to, but once I got used to it, I really liked it. And I really only have one more semester left of classes that I'm taking online, and then I'll be student teaching. So I think it's really great. And then again, because I'm online, I get to keep coaching, which is a really, really good thing in my life. I really love it. It really makes my day most days. Um, so yeah, I'm really glad. I don't regret it at all. Any tips for making new friends? Um, like I said, I myself, not that great at it sometimes. Um, sorry, I'm grabbing my water. Um, because I have a lot of friends that I've kept from high school, so it's like my best friends mostly are like my two best friends that I've had since high school. Well, one since middle school. Mm. That water is cold and crisp. But I've made a lot of friends since high school too. Like I said, that one friend I met from ASU. I've met a friend from BlackRock that she doesn't even work at my store anymore, but we became best friends and like we hang out. And she doesn't even like she still does work at BlackRock, but she transferred to a different store because she moved. So we don't even work together. She started off as like a little work friend, like someone I got along with at work, but then we clicked so well that we became best friends. I don't really know. I mean, like I said, I'm not really the type of person to go out of my way to talk to people or meet people. Like I'm not like the type to go out of my way. I'm like, "Hi, how are you? My name's Sierra. What do you like?" I think it just has to kind of happen naturally. I mean, the only thing I could say like as a tip is like going out, doing things, whether it's like just being at work, like talking to people you work with, or at school. Have you watched any recent movies that came out in theaters? I have not. I have not been to the movie theater in so long, which I'm really upset about it because I love the movie theaters, but I just haven't in a while. There are a lot of movies coming out that I want to see though, for sure. Like I want to see the Girls Like Girls movie that's coming out this month. I'm definitely gonna see Spider-Man that comes out next month. It's just like a lot of movies that like unless it's something I'm absolutely gonna see like Spider-Man, absolutely gonna see that in theaters, of course. There's a lot of movies that I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. I would see that, but it's like not enough to make me like go to the theater and like watch it. Like if I really want to watch, I can watch it when it comes out on streaming, but then like I don't end up watching. Like Michael Jackson movie, I wanted to kind of see that. I was interested. Never went and saw it. The Forbidden Fruits movie, I was interested in that 'cause all the actors that were in it I'm interested in, but never went and saw it. But definitely those are the two movies that are on my radar that I want to see this summer for sure. I did not join any clubs. I did join a club at Estrella, the community college that I went to, and I actually really did like being a part of it. It was the Future Educators Club, and I thought that was such a cool club. And I would have joined something like that at ASU, but again, the problem was is like I didn't live on campus, so it's like to join a club. Or I even thought about joining like intramural sports or club volleyball at ASU, but it's like I don't live out there, so it's like to add another thing to make me drive out to Tempe, like it's just not worth it to me. Because I could still join a club now, being an online student. I'm still an ASU student, but it's like I wouldn't want to have something to commit to that makes me have to drive out to Tempe however many days a week. But yeah, so no, I didn't really join any clubs at ASU, but yeah, at Estrella Mountain, I did like I said, I was in the Future Educators Club. It was once a week we'd meet, and it was really cool because like we'd come up with like strategies as future educators. We do like charity or like volunteer work for like elementary schools in the area. Like I unfortunately never actually went to like any of them. I feel like again, they just didn't line up with my classes or to make the drive out to places, but we plan like for or we do stuff too, like we'd make cards for like there was one like my the teacher that ran the club, she was also a third grade teacher, and so her class was going to be doing state testing for the first time, so we made them like little cards saying good luck, you're going to do great, like it's just stuff like that, like stuff that like to help out towards like elementary schools, which was really cool. I really liked that. I liked being part of it. Do you play any other sports? No, I've played volleyball since I was 8 years old, and I'm 21, and I still play it, and I'll coach it. So what inspired you to be a teacher and what inspired you to be a volleyball coach? Well, for volleyball coach, like I just said, I've been playing volleyball since I was 8 years old. It's been my life. And basically I decided not to play in college. Not that I couldn't, like I could have definitely gone to play volleyball if I wanted to, but I really at that point was kind of burnt out. And like I talk about it all the time now, obviously now that I'm a coach and like working with high school girls, and my friend that I coach with, she went and played college volleyball. She went and played some pro volleyball. Like and sometimes again, things I'm like, I don't regret my decisions that I've made after high school, but every now and then it's like you hear things I'm like, dang, what would have life been like if I would have done that? What if it been like if I would have played college volleyball or gone and moved away and lived in, just little things. But I'm like, I don't ever regret anything. It's like you can't really do what ifs. Like things happen for a reason. You're here, you do the things you do for a reason. So I don't really get too worked up about it. But basically I decided not to play in college because like I said, at that point in high school, I wasn't sorry. Every time I do this. Uh sorry. I didn't want to play in college anymore. I was kind of burnt out, ready to take a break from volleyball, but I knew that volleyball especially, I'm sure it's like this for other sports, but I knew that volleyball especially was one of those sports that could always be in your life if you wanted it to be. There's coaching, there's reffing, there's adult leagues, adult club. I could always play volleyball or at least be a part of volleyball in some way if I wanted to coach a ref. Like that was always an option. So I knew that volleyball would never be gone forever. I just knew I didn't want to play anymore professionally or like full time, like as a college student. I just wanted to do college and just worry about my academics. So yeah, and I knew I'd always want to be a coach for sure. I just never knew when the opportunity would come or like how it would come. I always thought I never in a million years thought I was going to be coaching at a high school. I thought if I was going to be coaching, it'd be doing club. But Mercedes, my friend that I coach with, she was my coach my senior year of high school for beach volleyball. She's my beach volleyball coach my senior year. And I loved her, got along great with her, had a great season with her. Like it was a great senior season for beach volleyball, loved it. Um, and we kept in touch a little bit after high school, like once I graduated, but not very much. I still had her number and stuff if she like, ever reached out to her. And we talked about hanging out once or twice, but we never actually did. And then like I said, she's continued coaching at my school for beach, but then did an indoor program at a different high school. And she asked me, she's like, "Hey, I would love for you to be one of my coaches this season if you're interested. Like, I think you'd be a great coach. I loved you as a player. Like, would you want to come?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I literally would love to, but I generally don't think I'd be able to make it work because of school." But she kept me in mind and asked me again this last semester for beach volleyball, and it worked out. And I'm so, so grateful to her because like she's getting my foot in the door for coaching, is giving me that experience, just starting my career like as a coach, because I'm sure I'll be doing this for years and years. Maybe I'll do club eventually, or maybe I'll just keep doing high school ball with her now that she's got the indoor and the beach program. I could just continue on with her for as long as it works out. Um, but I'm super grateful for her for that because, like I said, it's getting my foot in the door. It's getting my coaching career started at a pretty early age, I feel like. Um, but it also is just such a light in my life. Like I've told her so many times, I told the girls that I coached like this last semester was a really hard one for me. A lot of hard things happened, a lot of tough things in life, a lot of things that brought me down. But coaching was just such a like happy spot in my life when like school would bring me down, work, things in my life that happen. Um, Volleyball is just something for me to go to where like the girls make me laugh. Mercedes has just become such a close friend of mine. Like I consider her, like one of my best friends now. Like it was just such a nice thing to so you know, I'm really glad it's come to my life. I'm sorry, I went on a ramble, but as for teaching, um, I've actually always wanted to be a teacher. I don't know why. Like from as long as I can remember, like kindergarten, I've always loved school. Like I said, I love like being educated. I love being academically driven. I've always loved school. I've always gotten excited for the first day of school, back to school supplies. I was definitely a teacher's pet as a kid, that's for sure. Probably one of those annoying kids that you hated in school, but that was me. I've just always loved school genuinely. And like whenever as a kid, like in kindergarten, as long as I can remember, someone asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I always said a teacher because I loved school that much. I just want to go back to school. Like that was me. So again, whatever my reasons were back then as a child, but as an adult in like high school when I decided what because I always knew I wanted to go to college, but I didn't know what I wanted to major in. I had all these other ideas. At one point, I wanted to be a psychologist. At one point, I wanted to be something in the criminology, like I wanted to be maybe a detective, something like that. Um, Art, obviously, like I'm into art. I've done painting. I've done photography. Like I had all these different things I was interested in, but I really didn't know what I wanted to do for like the rest of my life. Like I didn't know what I wanted to make into a career. And then all of a sudden, one time I thought about it. And I was like, wait, teaching. Like I used to want to be a teacher for as long as I can remember. Like, when did that get away from me? Like, when did I forget about that? Like, teaching is a real thing. Like, why did I think that wasn't a real thing that I could do? Like, I could go to school for education, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I was like, oh my god, like I can actually make this a real thing. Like, I always wanted this as a kid. Like, that was my dream job as a kid. Like, I can make it happen. And ever since I started, I've never looked back. Like, I've never changed my mind. I've never been like, oh, is teaching for me? Like, I've loved every single step of it. I loved all my classes. I've loved learning about everything, like every little thing that's intricate about education. Like people just think of it as such a surface level of like, oh, you teach math, you teach how to read. But like for me, it's like I love every little detail of it, like the cultural stuff that we learn, the stuff about special education, English language learners, like classroom management, behavioral management, like all the little things. I'm just so genuinely passionate about it and so excited to be a teacher. Like I know I'm not gonna make good money. It's like the number one thing you hear whenever you say you're gonna be a teacher. Oh, you know you're not gonna make money, right? Especially in Arizona. Arizona education's like a joke to most people. And I'm like, I know that. To me, it's not about the money. Like, I'm generally so passionate about it. So I'm excited. Do you like Disney? Yes, of course. I love Disney. I love Disneyland. I went last summer. It was great. Pink hair looks great. Thank you. What made you choose to make the change? Something different. Yeah, I was like, you know what? Screw it. Because I've wanted pink hair for a while. Like I said, 2 summers ago, dyed it pink, but I was too scared to bleach my hair. I was like, I've had virgin hair forever. Like, I like having virgin hair. I get complimented on my hair all the time, how healthy it is, how nice it looks, how shiny it is, like all the things. Like, I like my hair. I've always been so afraid of like making like crazy changes to my appearance like that. Um, but just recently I had a conversation with a friend where they were like, like you should like really like if there's a style that you like, if there's like things you want to do to your hair, if there's like piercings you want to get, things you want to do, like just do it. Like go for it. Like just And I was like, you're so right. I'm like, hair grows back, hair can like it's fine. I have healthy hair, like it'll be fine. I want to do it. I'm like, I think people with colored hair are so cool. Every time I see a girl with colored hair, I'm like, I love you. You're awesome. You're cool. Like I need to be you. I'm like, why not? I can do it too. So I just told myself, I'm like, fuck it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So yeah. You ever gonna go to Australia? Someday, I'm sure, if something brings me there, if I have a reason to go there. What podcast did you used to listen to? There's this one podcast that I really like. I honestly have not listened in a while because I don't drive like I used to. Like, honestly, that was my podcast times when I'd make long drives, and I just don't drive that far anymore. So I haven't really listened to my podcast in a while, but it's called A Little Queer Podcast. It's their names are Capri and Ashley, and I follow them on like TikTok and Instagram, and I just think they're super entertaining. I think they're really cool. Obviously, like girl power. I love listening to like girls talk. Like they're cool like that. They do a lot of like audience based podcasts. Like they'll have their audience ask them questions and answer them, or like, "Am I the asshole?" If and they're just really interesting to listen to. Like they were perfect to listen to while I was on my long drives. So yeah, I've listened. Like I said, I haven't listened in a while, but I really like their podcast. Highly recommend. Um, and then I would listen to a lot of audiobooks too. Like I listened to the entire The Summer I Turned Pretty series, all 3 books, throughout my time of driving at ASU. So I would do that too. There's another audiobook I listened to. It was Sherry Frankie's like autobiography, I think is what you'd consider it. When all the stuff happened with the Frankie family and like her mom and everything, she wrote a book about her experience like growing up with her mom, and like I found it super interesting. I listened to that as well. What are your thoughts on tattoos? I love them. Anyone with a tattoo, automatically think you're cool. I have a few myself, mostly little ones like this dinosaur, my one for baby, my hearts. But I have a big one on my back, it's down my spine, flowers. So yeah, I love tattoos. Love them. If I see someone with tattoos, I'm automatically staring, not even gonna lie. I'm looking, I'm saying, like, oh, what are your tattoos? What does it say? What does it look like? I think tattoos are cool. Just from watching, you're super well spoken and really good at conversation, so give yourself more credit, girl. Yeah, like I said, it's not that I don't think I'm bad at making friends. I know that like I don't go out of my way to make conversation with people sometimes, which like especially in school, maybe that's the reason why I didn't make very many friends cuz like I didn't go out of my way to talk to people. I don't know. Favorite song of all time. Mm, I have no idea to be quite honest with you. Don't know. I have a lot of songs that I like. Any advice for going live on TikTok? Well the question is, do you already have that unlocked on TikTok? Like, do you have like the views and all the followers or whatever that you need to go live on TikTok? So that's the first step. You have to like grind on TikTok to get enough views and enough. All right, you have to have a certain amount of followers, a certain amount of views in the last certain amount of days, something like that to unlock being able to go live. But once you do that, I mean, it's like me doing this. Like, you just press live and you just talk. People will come in your chat, especially on TikTok. Like, lives just pop up on people's For You pages so easily. Um, so you just go live, you just chat it up. If you have something specific you want to go live about so that maybe people have those specific questions for you, then you could do that. But I normally just go live and see who shows up. If y'all want to chat, we chat. Not, you know. I don't really stress about the numbers kind of thing either. I feel like people stress about the numbers and be like, oh my gosh, no one ever wants to watch my videos, no one wants to watch my lives. I'm like, for me, I'm like, I post the content I want to post. I go live and talk about the things I want to talk about. If people don't want to watch, they won't. Like, if I only have 6 people in here or if I have 25 people in here, cool. Like, whoever wants to listen to me talk can listen. If not, you can leave, you know? So I don't know. I just don't stress about that stuff, I guess. Yeah, Weston, that's literally, like I said, that's my main goal as a future teacher is like, that's what I care about. I don't care about the academics. Of course, that is a big thing to care about. I still care about curriculum and care about like teaching what I need to teach, of course. But like for me, like things that really, really matter, like really like I'm passionate about is like being there for kids and having those moments with kids, like the kids especially want to just give up and just be like, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough at this, I could never understand this. It's like, yes, you can. We just have to do it a different way. Like I want to put in that time, put in that work to make every kid feel seen, feel worth the time, like feel like they're able and are going to learn what they're going to learn, like just all those little things, like that's the stuff I care about. I do care a lot about special education as well. Like I said, I could see myself, I always say like I want to get my master's. I could see myself getting my master's in special education or even something more specific, like something, I don't know, like I said, I'm getting my bachelor's in elementary ed. So like as of right now, I'm just going to be a general education teacher. That's what I want to start with. I want to be just a general classroom teacher. But I definitely can see myself getting into special education or occupational therapy or speech pathology, like something more niche and more one-on-one, because I do think I really enjoy that. Like I really do like working one-on-one with kids or small groups. So I can see myself getting a little bit of just the general education, general classroom experience, but then definitely find myself in something more specific and smaller group one-on-one. So I do care a lot about that. I'm good. How are you? Umar? Or how you say your name? I'm sorry. How is your week going so far? What do you have planned for next week? My week so far has been good. It's chill, just like any other week. Work, volleyball, gym. I've hung out with some friends a couple times this week, which is nice. Hung out with my one friend on Monday. He called me up and we went to the new Target in Ulta by my house and shopped around a little bit. And then one of my other friends came over last night. We just hung out for a little bit, watched a movie. So it's been nice. And then next week is next week will probably be a lot of the same. I mean, my weeks are pretty much the same every week, but next week is my mom's birthday, so maybe we'll do something for volleyball. Sorry, I just saw that comment pop on my screen. We'll do something for her birthday on Monday, maybe whatever she wants. Um, I know next week we have some type of volleyball meeting we have to go to as coaches, like a coaches meeting with our athletic director. I don't know. I don't know. Not really that many plans. I think this Friday, as long as she's still up for it, I'm gonna hang out with Reagan, which I'm excited about. I will sleep over with her, so that'll be nice. That's okay, Thomas. I'm not really too worried about moderator. I don't have enough people in the chat to worry about a moderator. My dad's a moderator, so he pops into my chat every now and then. We'll deal with that. But I'm like, I don't have a crazy enough chat to be like, oh my gosh, I need a moderator. Like I could feed out the people that I need to feed out. How's school going so far? It's good so far. Like I said, I'm on summer break right now, so I'm not worrying about school at the moment. But it's good. I actually, you know what? I will share this with you guys. I made the dean's list at ASU. I was very excited about that. Happy for myself. I've gotten straight A's so far at ASU, so that's nice. Um, yeah, school's normally not too hard for me. It's stressful. I stress myself out more than I need to, and I know that because I always do fine. I always end up with good grades and not have to worry about anything, but I make myself worry thinking I'm going to do terrible, and then I always end up pulling through at the end. I'm fine. But school is definitely stressful. It puts a lot on my plate. It makes me feel like I have a lot of things to do, but I always end up fine. Like I don't struggle with school. I don't have to worry about failing or having to retake classes and stuff like that, which I'm very fortunate for. Um, I think I'm just good at time management. Like I get my things done when I need to get done. I dish out the time that I know I need for school. So I don't struggle too bad. I'm excited for this next year, my last year before I graduate. Very excited about that. Also in education, getting your master's in ed. I like this question. I know we don't do it for the money, but obviously it's a topic of discussion in our field. What are your thoughts, concerns on dealing with that stuff later in life? Um, Yeah, I mean, like I said, education and like the talk about education, whether it comes to like what's in the classroom and like the curriculum or the students and the behaviors, or all the way up to like the policies, laws, and like the upper stuff like that. I'm very passionate about learning about it and knowing where I stand on certain things and stuff. Um, Obviously, it is unfortunate how teachers are treated and how teachers are paid and the credit that they're not given for the things that they do. Um, I guess I don't really I'm the type of person I don't really think too much about the future, to be quite honest. I don't think too hard into like what about this? What am I gonna do in 10 years time and this happens and like I'm not that type of person. I don't know if it's because my parents aren't those type of people. Like we try not to worry ourselves about things we can't control. Try not to worry or think of what if scenarios. Like I truly do believe like things happen for a reason. Things happen the way they do for a reason. Good things will come when they come. Bad things will happen, but good things will come later. Like I just really don't try to stress myself out too much about things that I can't control. So when it comes to like stuff later in life that you're asking, um, I don't know. Like I said, I don't have too much. Now, if there's things that I can do about it, like in the future, if there's things in future elections, things I can vote on, of course, education is gonna be one of the number one things that I look into and make sure I read everything on, know what I'm voting for, that are gonna help me as a teacher, help the students that I teach, help special education and laws, and like all the things that are gonna affect me as a teacher. Like that's the kind of stuff that I would pay attention to and make sure I'm voting on and care about and stuff. But as for things I can't control, like my pay and like of course I can choose which school I work for and like which district I go with and like if there are options that pay better, but like I mean there's things that we really can't control. I want to be a teacher. I'm going to be a teacher. I'm going to get paid what I get paid for, and it is what it is. I'm going to do my best job that I can for what I sign up for. I don't know. I don't know if that really answered your question the way you asked it, but um yeah, I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. Like I said, I care a lot. I'm very, very passionate about this. And my parents hear it all the time. My brother hears it. Like they know how passionate I am, especially when I am in school. Like right now, I'm not in school, so I'm not really like learning anything specifically that's in my mind. But like when I am in school, learning certain things in my classes, um, I'd say come home back when I was in person, but now it's just online. But like after a day of doing schoolwork or learning something, I at dinner that night, I tell them about like, oh yeah, we were talking about this in class and this was mentioned. I learned about this today. I'm like, I can't believe this happened. Like just talking about them. I am super passionate. I care a lot. So, you know, how do you like teaching? I love it. Like I said, I'm not a teacher yet. I'm still a student. I just intern in classrooms. I still like learning all my classes, but I love it. I generally, like I said, I'm very passionate about it. I'm so excited to be a teacher. Um, I really do enjoy it. How's the weather? It's hot. We've hit 100 degrees. It's summertime. It'll get hotter, that's for sure. We still have nice evenings and mornings, which is nice, but it'll get hotter from here, that's for sure. Volleyball is good. Right now we're just in preseason for indoor, so we're just doing open gyms and like weights. Um, but it's fun. It's nice. It's nice because like I get to play. Like we hop in with the girls because it's only open gym, so it's not as much. We still coach them and stuff, but it's anyone can come. It's volunteer. Like it's nothing like it's not in season. So we just jump in and we play with them. So it gives me my exercise. I get to play volleyball again. It's really nice. I really enjoy it. Although I just recently kind of hurt my shoulder. So it's been kind of annoying because I haven't been able to really fully play to my potential because like my shoulder's been really hurting. So like yesterday I didn't really hit very much because it started hurting too bad. But we have tomorrow and Friday off of volleyball because they're doing something in the gym, so we can't have our open gym. So at least I'll have a couple days off to hopefully it'll heal a little bit over the couple days break. Congrats, all A's is something to be proud of. Thank you. I know. Yeah, I am. I do. I try not to toot my own horn a little bit, but I am. I get proud of myself. I'm happy. I really do strive for that because, of course, I could just get by with C's and B's, but like something about keeping an A, or if it drops down to a B, like getting it back up to an A, just like that's just I'm like I said, I like that academic validation, I guess. Good evening from Brazil. That's cool. Ugh. What grade do you want to teach? Somewhere between kindergarten and third grade. I like the little kids. That's where I feel most excited and enjoy it the most. I like this question, Sam. What are your thoughts on the tough situations teachers face with Gen Alpha kids, specifically kids not being able to focus, glued to devices, etc. No hate, by the way. Um, that's a great question. That's honestly a big topic of discussion in our classes at the moment as well. Just like the different generation, the different style of parenting these days. Um, I mean, to me, it is definitely a tough, like, conversation. It's definitely a tough topic because, um sorry, lose my train of thought once again. The main thing I think it is tough whenever you've got I think the hardest part, and again, this is not any hate or shade, I'm just, like, from what I've learned and what the experience I have had or, like, have heard from other people in my classes or people that I've been with in schools, is the parents. Like, the parents who aren't willing to put in the work to help, like, school is supposed to be like a three-way. You've got your teacher, you've got the parents, you've got the student. All three need to work together to be successful. If I'm teaching this student everyday things in class and like telling you as a parent, like telling you as the parent of the child to be like, hey, I'd really appreciate if you like when your kids at home, you work on this stuff with them at home. So like it's the um I forget the word I'm trying to use right now, but like continuing it at home is gonna help at school to keep it in their brains. So like, if I'm it's a three-way thing of like I said, teamwork, your team. And so if like you've got parents that aren't willing to help at all, or there are parents that don't respect teachers, unfortunately. There's parents that send very angry emails to teachers and blame teachers when things don't go their way or something goes wrong with their student, or especially with behavior. I think behavior is the main one that's the issue right now with like the Gen Alpha kids, apparently, like I said, from the stories I've already heard, even though I'm not even a full-time teacher yet. Um, but behavior issues is really the problem right now. And again, I don't know if it's just the style of discipline at home that's different, or like kids not getting disciplined at home or getting what they want. I'm not sure. But behavior is the main issue because, like, most parents, from what I've again heard and experienced, parents don't get mad whenever you talk to them about their kids' academics. Like if you tell a kid, like most parents, because there are gonna be parents that take it wrong and don't want to hear it, but most parents are interested in hearing about their kids' struggles academically. If you tell your kid, hey, your kid's behind two levels in reading, they're at a kindergarten level when they're in second grade, like we really need to work on their reading skills. Here's some things you could do at home to help. Like most parents are willing to work with that. Most parents want their kid to succeed academically, but as soon as you cross that line into behavior and tell a parent that their child is misbehaving in class, they do this, they talk back to me, they throw things in the classroom, they pick on other kids, like any of the sort that's behavioral, parents don't want to hear that. They don't believe you. They'll tell you, well, they don't act like that at home, so it must be your problem. They don't, well, like, there's a lot of things like that that is an issue that makes it hard. So yeah, I don't know. My thoughts are just like, I don't know. It's tough. I hear those stories and I'm just like, wow, like what are you supposed to do, It's like you can only do so much. You can only do your job the best you can. If it really is like I can only do what I can from school, and if when they go home they don't get any of the same support that they get at school, I can't control that. Like I can only do what I can do in the classroom when they come to school every day. Um, but I don't know. I don't really know how to answer the question, to be quite honest. I'm just saying my thoughts, what I've heard and stuff. Do you still like your TV, bro? I love my TV. I freaking love my TV. I can't even tell you guys. Like going from a 32-inch tiny little TV on my dresser to I don't even know what size I bought, to be honest. I can't remember. Anyone remember from the vlog? I don't remember what size TV I got. And again, I'm not good at like numbers in the sense of I can just look at it and be like, oh, it's probably a 70-inch. Like I'm not good at that. I couldn't tell you. Probably like a 65-inch maybe is what I went with. Whatever it is, it's much bigger than my old one and it's mounted on the wall. It's amazing. My favorite passing time is watching TV and watching movies. So 55-inch. I think it might be bigger than that. I think it was a 65-inch. But I could be wrong. Like I said, I really don't remember. But I think it's bigger than 55. I don't know. But yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. For sure. I think you saw a ghost. Ooh, better get that checked out. What's your favorite actor? Again, one of the questions that I'm like, I don't know. I've got actors that stand out to me that I'm like, if they're in this movie, if they're in this show, I'm probably gonna watch. Like, obviously, I mean, Connor Story and Hudson Williams. I love them. Anything that they're in at the moment, I'm happy to watch and look into. I like Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki from like Supernatural. If I, like Jensen Ackles, good example. I haven't watched The Boys because The Boys, that show, Bryce watches it. He showed me clips. He's told me about it, and I'm just like, that's kind of interesting to me. But I do love Jensen Ackles, so I watch clips and I've seen things on TikTok that he's in, And then the show that he did, I don't remember what it's called, but it's on Amazon Prime. It was like a cop show that he did. I watched a couple of episodes with it with my dad, and we just never really got into it and kept watching it. But I wanted to watch that show simply because Jensen Ackles was in it. Um, I mean Scarlett Johansson, I love. Like, um, what else am I thinking of? Like, I'm trying to think of other actors where I'm like, oh, well, they're in it, so I'm interested in watching it. Like Forbidden Fruits, I was interested in watching simply because it was like Lily Reinhart, Lola Tung, is that how you say her name? The one that was in Summer I Turned Pretty. And there was another one in there that I like recognized where I was like, oh, I kind of want to watch it simply just because like I don't know what it's about, but like the actors are in it, like I like them, so I'd watch it. But that's like with Hudson Williams, Connor Story. Like Connor Story right now, I've been seeing a bunch of posts. He's in like a couple episodes of Criminal Minds. Literally, I've never watched Criminal Minds, but I'll probably go and watch those couple episodes that he's in just because I like him as an actor. I want to see what he's doing in that show. And then Hudson Williams is about to be in this show called Yaga, I think it's called. It's also gonna be on HBO Max. I have no idea what that show's about, but I'll probably watch it because he's in it. You know? What did you do to your shoulder? I don't know. I think I just tweaked it, like going to the gym. Because last week I mean, okay, I did hurt this shoulder when I played volleyball in high school, like my senior year. I did something to it and it really, really hurt. Like it was bad for a while there, but I kept playing on it, so like it was hurt. And I think because of that, like when I lift it, like anything that's out, like right there, like anything that's lateral, like when I do lateral raises at the gym or like Y raises, it pops every time it goes back down, like right in here on the side. Something in there like pops. And so it kind of just hurts after a while, like doing like shoulder day at the gym. So last week at the gym doing like my shoulders and triceps day, I was doing like Y raises where I was sitting on the bench and doing like Y raise movements. And every time I do it, it pops. So imagine with a weight, I think I was only doing 5 pound weights. Cause like I said, like, even doing it right now with no weight, it pops every time. It does not feel good. And so I was doing that at the gym and it just started hurting. And then that night at volleyball, because I play, like I said, we play with the girls, like we jump in and play with them. I was hitting and it was really starting to hurt that night. And since then, that was like on Thursday, I think last week, and it's Wednesday now. Like it's been really hurting. Um, Even like last night at volleyball, I was like, it was hurting too bad. It's like one of those weird, it's not a sharp pain. It's like an achy pain that just like lingers and certain movements hurt more. So like when I lift it up, like when I go to hit or like when I stretch it like this, it starts to really hurt up here. I don't know. Not really sure. I tried to ask Bryce because of course, he knows more about anatomy and like medical because he did athletic training. And he said he wasn't 100% sure, but he's like, he probably just like not tore something, but like tweaked something in like one of your delt muscles. He said it's most likely muscular. Like I just like overworked it or something. So it's like right here on the side. And it's like I said, it's when I lift laterally, like that movement or like up like this, it hurts right there. So yes, yes, I will tell my mom happy birthday. Like I said, it's on Monday, and I know, it'll be in the vlog. So if you guys leave comments on my dad's vlog, I'm sure it'll be passed along on her birthday. Might fall asleep on the live stream. Had a long day today. That's like me. I always fall asleep watching TV. I know. I'm gonna have to end the live stream pretty soon here because I got work in the morning. I work at 5 tomorrow, and I know I'm gonna want some time to watch some TV after this. So I'll probably end soon. But I hear you. Typically, the poor behavior from the child comes back to the parents. Honestly, hats off to you for willingness to help kids. Yeah, like I said, I don't blame parents always because it's like there are parents that really do put in the work and their kid just has behavioral issues. And sometimes it's something that you don't even know about. Like a lot of time, like there's times where there's kids with behavior issues due to something like they have some type of special needs, like, but maybe they have never been diagnosed with anything. Maybe they have ADHD and they just genuinely can't sit still. Like I had a couple kids in my kindergarten classroom this last semester that normally in kindergarten it's kind of early to be diagnosed with anything specifically or have an IEP already. We had two kids that had IEPs and maybe two kids that had 504 plans, I think. But kindergarten is pretty early. Like normally it takes kindergarten or even first grade to realize a kid needs to be like is diagnosed with something to have an IEP or to qualify for an IEP. But anyway, we got some kids that it's like maybe they just have ADHD or ADD and they generally just like can't sit still. So they're constantly up out of their seat, touching things, walking around the classroom, following you around. It's like you look like in the past you would probably look at that and just be like, they don't know how to sit still, they don't know how to sit down, like they shouldn't listen to me when I tell them to sit down, they should just sit down. But it's like sometimes you have to take a step back and be like, No, like, that's they genuinely can't help it, like, they constantly need to be up walking around, they need to be touching something, doing something because, like, like, there's just little things like that, like, you just gotta have the patience for it, you gotta have those conversations, and sometimes parents are willing to hear it and willing to work with it and want to give them all the support they can give them and give them all the help they can give them, but then there's some parents that don't wanna hear that and don't wanna accept that or like, be have their kid diagnosed with anything, so it's just a little bit of back and forth, it's all about patience and, like, what you're willing to put the work in for, you know? Really like your style in your room. You did a good room. Thank you. I love my room too. I will say I love my room. It took me a long time to love this room. When I first moved into this house, I hated this room. The way I had it set up before, I had nothing on the walls. It was boring. It was plain. And I hated it. But now I can safely say I love my room. It's such a vibe, especially when it's clean, which I just cleaned it the other day. So there's not like a bunch of random shit all over. Like my room can get really cluttered really easily. Drinks, cups. I put things up on my dresser, my nightstand, clothes. My hamper gets overfilled. Like it looks messy sometimes. But when I clean it, get it all cleaned up, throw all the trash away, put my laundry away, clean my laundry, like everything's nice and clean. My room is such a vibe. Anyone can come in my room, check it out, looks great, I love it. But yeah, there's like something on every single wall. It's decorated. You walk into this room and you're like, oh, this is Sierra's room. Like you could ask any of my friends, and like it's very me. It's got all the things I love. Hence, like music posters. All my vinyls are over here. My posters of Connor Stewart and Hudson Williams. My paintings. I have a wall of pictures of my family and friends, Legos, all my books. There's just a lot going on, but it's everything that's me. So I love it. Good question, Weston. Of course, there's kids that talk your ear off. You've got the kids that are the more talkative ones. You've got the kids that you never hear a word out of. Um, Especially in my kindergarten classroom this last semester, I had a lot of kids that you've got the specific kids and be like, oh yeah, that's for you, that's blank for you. Like, love to come up and talk to you. And like, I don't ever get annoyed with it, especially kindergarten. Like, they're just so like they're adorable. I love them. I love when they just want to talk my ear off and tell me all about the silly little things in their life. I'm like, oh, when life was simple and you get excited about the little things. I think it's great. Obviously, there's a time and place. You got to teach kids, especially at that young age. You got to teach them when it's appropriate to talk. You can't just like talk out loud. Raise your hand if you have a question or something you want to say. Um, so no, it doesn't annoy me ever. They're kids. They're gonna, they have things that they're excited about. They're things they have questions about, things they want to talk about. It's not my place to get annoyed at them. It's my place to teach them time and place and when to talk about things, when not to talk about things, or 65 inch. So I was right. Thank you. Well, thanks for checking. Like I said, I was like, I figured someone would remember from the vlog or would go check it out. 65. I was right. 'Cause I was thinking 70 something was too big. 'Cause I'm pretty sure that's the TV we have downstairs in our living room. It's like a 75-inch or something like that. But I knew it had to be bigger than 55 inch because I really wanted to go big. Like I wanted it to be a big difference for my last TV. So yeah, 65 inch. How are you doing mentally? Well, I feel like that can go really deep and be kind of personal. But on a general level, I'm okay. I'm all right. Everyone has their days, everyone has their tough times, but I'm all right. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Yes. Friday, I don't have volleyball anymore because these next 2 days, like I said, they're doing something in the gym where we can't have our open gyms in there. So no volleyball for the next 2 days. So Friday, I'm gonna go to Reagan's house, I think, and spend the night. And I think we're gonna have some cocktails, and I'm gonna have her watch off campus because she hasn't watched it before. So we're gonna hang out, have a sleep over at her house, which is nice. Saturday I don't work, hence the sleepover, because don't have work in the morning. Gotta use that opportunity. And Saturday night I'm babysitting, and then Sunday I just work like a normal Sunday. I open. I think. Love your new room. That's great. I think everyone should get to a place where they love the room. Like this is where I spend all my time. Like this is my room, especially because I live with my parents. So if I had my own place, that's a different story. Then it's my living room, my kitchen, my bedroom, like all the places mine. I still live with my parents, so like this bedroom is my space. When it's one of my favorite parts of the day, to be quite honest, to go upstairs at the end of the day and watch my favorite TV show or listen to music or whatever I want to do like that night. But just like laying in my bed, chilling out, like so yeah, of course, like you should love your room. You should love to be in your room. And I do now, so it's nice. Hello, Jordan. Do you like watching YouTube videos? I don't watch a lot of YouTube, to be quite honest with you. Like I said, I'm much more of a TV show, movie person, but I have been watching YouTube. Like, I'll watch my dad's videos, I'll watch my brother's videos, I'll watch the Bevo sometimes. For me, like lately, I've been like the YouTube videos I have been watching are about like heated rivalry or off campus, like interviews with the actors. I've pretty much watched every single video I could possibly watch with Hudson Williams or Connor Story in it. Literally, like all of the interviews they've done, all of like their little like the ones that they do, like I think I don't know which one of them did an interview like while they were getting ready with Vogue, but one of them did one with Vogue and like Balenciaga. That's Hudson Williams. I don't know, like they're getting ready videos while they're getting ready for like the red carpets and shit, like their interviews. All of those videos, like that's like that kind of stuff I watch on YouTube. Honestly, it's just like more stuff about the TV shows that I love. So yeah, honestly. Do you have a boat because you look like a girl who has a boat? Well, you're wrong because I don't have a boat. Do I give off boat energy? Like we are not a boating family. Growing up, like my uncle and my grandpa had a boat, so like I used to, every now and then when I was a kid, we went out at least once or twice. We went out tubing on the lake, and like my uncle would go fishing, but I don't think I ever really came along for that. Like so, growing up, we did go on a boat a little bit, but it wasn't like us personally as a family. It was like my uncle and my grandpa that got had boats, but we do not have a boat. No. Just remember seeing a video of your new TV. Yeah, well, that was back in January, so it's been a little while now, but yeah, I did get a new TV this year. To go to Smashburger. It's a good one. It's a good one, Weston. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm doing good, Jordan. How are you? Hello, Sarah and Zaina. Is that how you say it? Zaina? I have such a bad habit of biting my lips. It's actually so bad. I can't. It actually makes me so mad. But I like, yep, made myself bleed. Can't help it. Can't help it. Some water. I'm good, Sonia. How are you? Got some good water. Yeah, my lip is definitely bleeding. Whoops. Alrighty, you guys. Well, I think I'm gonna end this live. We've been live for an hour and a half. Not bad. But I am ready to chill out for the night. Like I said, I do have work in the morning, so I would like to chill, watch some TV before I go to sleep. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Going to sleep now because it's already half past midnight here. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be going to sleep soon here too. Someone threw a whole beer bottle at you. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's not good. Playing a band though, that's exciting. Have a good rest of your night. Thank you. You too. Alrighty. Well, I don't know when the next live will be, but whenever that is, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone. Thank you.